Hey guys, here to do my spoilers review for Logan. I just got done filming my spoiler-free review, so if you have accidentally clicked on the spoiler one, please click off of this if you have not seen the movie. With that said, I'm not going to give any warnings. I'm going to jump right into this movie. This movie is fantastic. This movie is incredible. It's a movie that I didn't know that I wanted, but I did. This movie hit me on so many levels. I laughed, I cried a lot actually, which was really surprising for this movie, which I was not expecting. Okay, so we're gonna jump into spoilers. There's a few big moments in the movie that I really want to talk about. Well, first I will talk about it. The violence in this movie is incredible. There are scenes with Wolverine just mowing down bad guy after bad guy, villain after villain, and it's just freaking incredible. It's amazing. It's things that, again, it's the thing you wanted that you didn't know you wanted, because it's like, I feel like for the PG-13 X-Men movies, they do a decent job at his veracity and how ferocious that character is. But man, oh my god, this is something to behold. It's so great, it's so wonderful. The next thing I guess I will talk about is let's go with the big bang. Charles Xavier's death. It hit me really hard. It was one of those things where it's like I knew it was coming. I mean, and not because of necessarily anything you may or may not have seen, before seeing the movie, and they don't really hint at anything in the movie prior to it that he's gonna die. I mean, he's not at his best. He is dying, but the way it happens in the movie is so heartbreaking, and it's so killer. It happens so fast, and the way it happens just takes your breath away. Not because it's so like but I mean, it is that, but not for the reasons that I'm probably making it seem like. But it's just that moment is just so crazy. But then what really killed me was Logan and Laura standing at the grave, and he's trying to put into words his emotions in just that moment, and that's just when the waterworks started coming from me. But then Logan's death, the very, very end of the movie, when he's dying in that moment with him and Laura, that's when I lost it. That was when I almost got choked up a little bit there thinking about it. I mean, it's such an emotional moment and such a great moment. And Daphne Keen, I gotta shout out this girl. She is incredible, because for 3/4 of this movie, she barely speaks at all. And she conveys so much in her eyes and her movements and the things that she does, and she conveys this character to a T. But then when she does speak, from then on out, she commands everything that she's supposed to command. And I have to give credit to her, because I don't think any other kid could have pulled off this role. I thought the twist of Eden was really cool, and seeing all the other kids there, that was an interesting thing that I wasn't expecting. I honestly wasn't expecting them to be there, or as many of them. And I especially didn't expect seeing all of their powers, which was freaking incredible, if I do say so myself. But then I got it in this review on saying, the last thing I want to talk about is Hugh Jackman. Him and Patrick Stewart both have been playing these characters for 17 years. And, I watched the Graham Norton show episode where they were on it, last week, I think it was. And, and just hearing them, what they had to say about making the movie, and their experience with each other over the last 17 years. And then finally get to see it and kind of like seeing it all, seeing the whole circle, seeing the whole journey, it's one of those things where it's like, you don't realize how much you appreciate having certain movie characters and actors playing them until you realize that it's come to an end. And this movie is really, really good, and I'm getting emotional. It's a great send-off. Well, this is the first time that I've ever gotten emotional in a review. It's a great send-off for two amazing characters. Patrick Stewart is amazing, and go support this movie. This is definitely something that if I can come see it 2 or 3 more times, I will, because it's absolutely incredible, and I wasn't expecting it to hit me like it did. You know, and this might be a shallow way of looking at it, or a bad way of looking at it, but you know, it's not like Star Wars or something, you know, because you know, you grow up with Star Wars, you grow up with Star Trek, you know, so you know, it's not something like that, you know, where it's like, you know, it's not like the nostalgia factor or anything like that. But for me, and then this will be the last thing that I say, and I'll give my rating as well, which I'll say it first. This movie is a 10 out of 10 by far, absolutely a 10 out of 10. But the last thing I'll say before shutting this down is, you know, it's easy to separate yourself as the public, because, you know, unless you're some of the lucky few, you know, you may not know Hugh Jackman personally, or Patrick Stewart personally, or any of these actors that are in these movies. And so, you know, it's really easy to just shut yourself off to what you're watching on the screen and just let it be whatever it is. And then when it's over, it's over, and then that's pretty much it. And I feel like when that happens, you sort of take for granted the great work that is put in place by such fabulous people. And you know, I've always said Hugh Jackman is in my top 5 favorite actors, and I stand by that. And this movie is a reason why he's there, the top 5. And I'll even be honest, there's a lot of other actors that probably other people think probably should be there instead of him, you know, but he's there because I love the work that he does. He picks amazing movies to be in, heart-wrenching movies that will challenge you as a person. And that's what's great about this, is you go into it expecting just another superhero movie, and what you end up getting out of it is so much more. Go see this movie. If for some reason you watch this and you haven't seen it, you're crazy. But go see this movie. If you have seen it, go see it again. I know I'm going to. Peace out.